Hello everyone, and welcome back to our Siralim Ultimate playthrough as the Necromancer, our forever save, trying to unlock all the classes and get to the false gods. I want to say welcome everybody back, and if you're seeing this later on the VOD channel, please don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment, so I can see there's still support for the playthrough. Of course, I'll most likely still continue, but you know, the support is very welcomed. So last time we kind of like digged a little bit deeper. We got some well important information about certain things, like the relics here, which I feel like we should start using. I haven't read anything up on them, so I feel like we most likely don't need it yet, but we will go deeper in this for sure. But until then, we'll continue, and for sure, now I should start the music. Anybody on the VOD channel is like, oh, there's already music. When you're watching live, there's some other music. Yeah, you know, you might see it, you know, on the top left. A little bit different music. I really love the music from the VODs as well, which is also the playlist, funny enough. But yeah, we will continue. Chat, I was doing so well last time by having the tome open, but this time I didn't have the tome open. I'm absolutely just a failure. Boy failure. Hasukashi. Wrong one. I don't even have that. I don't even have that many emails, but I have a lot of emails actually. Sometimes you need to burn it for the burn email, you know what I mean? Yes. The elves. Can we even find elves just in the wild, you know, wild elves? I wonder. Resurrect on death is just kind of unacceptable. Can mainly defend or provoke, strong against chaos, Modrons. I wish we got the knowledge from the Modrons if we built a suffused creature, but we don't, sadly enough. I don't think there are any natural spawning elves except for the randomized creatures. I mean, we've seen the hogs spawn, right? So there's no reason for the elves to not spawn. So we are gonna go to... I'll start farming specific like Master, because last stream we got information from Ghetto how we can use other creatures as skins for all our creatures, which is getting the Master to level 10. And as long as you are in a realm that can spawn a specific creature, they'll just kind of like, how do I explain it? They always try to keep the creature's master level the same, so the lowest one will always spawn. So if you have like 5 creatures, you know, they all go to 2, and then one goes to 3, then all of them go 3 in order, and so forth and so forth. So we're gonna look for, yes, there they are. The dragons. Do we have a better spawn? There is second spawn for the dragons, I believe. That didn't really have anything specific that we need. Oh, there are dragons. Golems, Paragons, Shapeshifter, Vilpus, Carbuncle, and Crunchers. We don't need anything of that, so I guess Phalons it is? Like the Griffins are necessary for one of our farms, so we already got most of the Griffins, so that's fine. It's randomized anyways. Well, we know that... I don't know the top left guy that we died. Richard W? Richard W? Okay, he stayed dead. He has a good 50% chance of like coming back. It is a hero list, okay. After this creature's attacked, it deals 75% attack. It's not bad. Do they fucking reflect damage? Is that what I'm seeing? No. Damn. They didn't take long. As I was literally not farming for the cards. No additional attack / cast, more damage taken. 98. Damn. No additional attacks kind of hinders our build a little bit, but could have been worse. I wonder if it actually does, though. It's not that we have additional attacks, we just attack multiple times, which is a different thing. It's not the same. Yeah, we've been so unlucky on our resurrection procs. Kind of weird. It's kind of off, I'm not gonna lie. It's not like nerves or anything, right? Every creature killed, they have a 10% chance to be resurrected with 50% health for each different minion they had before they died. I feel like we had 4 or 5 fucking minions, so it's a good chance that we resurrect, but 3 times in a row we didn't. Kinda sad, not gonna lie. Like, somewhere in the back of my mind, I'm kind of banking on that. Like, we are Necromancer, you know? Like, bringing each other back feels like a given, but it's a very small part of our kit, actually. I feel like the Necromancer is more of a summoner than anything else. You know, not the summoner we're talking about last stream, of course. But, you know, he doesn't really do a lot of, like, necromancy things. He doesn't really have anything with, like, resurrection or stuff like that. I mean, one of his perks does it, but past that, like, not really a lot. The start of this creature's turn, your creatures gain a random spell gem that belongs to their class. Like, I read that right, and I wonder, like, there has to be somebody that made that, like, completely broken and busted all those, like, random spells and random trait and stuff like that. I wonder how they would do that. Okay, which thing is giving them all the stats? Okay, in the end, it didn't matter. I want to say mimic, but by the time I already opened it up, I knew it was not a mimic. Weird how that works, right? Spirit Master. Okay, we're not good against any of them. Ooh. Oh no. Okay. What? Okay. It just keeps getting his turn. It's always RB's turn. Okay, now it's not RB's turn anymore. There's only one thing we can really do against Homeboy here. Who is the person that keeps them up? If the creatures are healed, the random enemy takes 50% of the health recovered. And these are enemy. Green guy needs to go. Ultimates? Okay, that's a good amount of damage. I know, like, I very bravely said, like, we are gonna go here to farm the masters, but the masters, like, can get very tricky very fast. Oh, nice. Somebody can use Greater Dispel. Yeah. Now let's kill the person that's not confused. Let's go. Almost fucked it up by accidentally holding A for too long. I wish it, like, stopped doing the actions, you know, when a new creature is selected, but it is what it is. Ooh. The cockatrice that we need. Doesn't happen often. I have to assume that it's gonna take a very long time before we have enough, before we will have other creatures as skins. Because I am struggling at master level 3. We need to go to 10. So yeah, that's a long way, but you know, we can start it now. My feeling towards it is like the longer that we like would wait on farming a specific master, because we have to keep going to a new depth level to get a new master, of course. We cannot stay on a depth level and farm a master. That means that every master... Oh. That's a good one. But yeah, the longer we wait, the harder the masters become, so... There's no real reason to wait on it. Oh, the easier the better. Or the earlier the better. The easier the better. Earlier the better. Berries. Sorry, phase. Oops. Did I just that name the fairies? I mean phase? Fuck! I was debating it like... I like the easier, the earlier the better. I was like, but later on we also get a little bit stronger teams, and so maybe no, it's. I think yeah. I mean, the earlier the better. There's no real reason to overthink that. So we have not gotten the archer griffin to a level where we can get the cards, so it's not a bad thing to be here right now. And also, I wish I was somewhere else right now. I kind of want to farm. Goes to the tom. Open stone white. First we attack. So the effects can go on. I want either Soul Slays or the Face Nice, actually. The refugee of the Magi. Mechi. And Sectum Umbra has a Soul Flayers. I think we also already have all the stags that we would want. I don't want to go to the other Dragon Blades because they have many more races, so it would take longer to farm the specific Dragon Master to 10. I mean, just farming any of them to 10, right? Because they always grow the same speed. There's no more getting lucky and getting multiple of the same masters in a row. It's static, which is better. Like you had to be giga lucky to get just the ones you want specifically back to back to back. So guarantee this way is the most fair way, I guess. Yo, our goblet is full. You filled my goblet. Speaking of finding elves to farm, there's enough. Oh, got it. We also got the gauntlet griffin awakened already. Unlocked. It's not bad. How many griffin cards do I have? 5. And I need 8 to unlock the other one. And I have 2 extra griffins right now. So we need 1 more griffin to unlock to get to the 8 bonus. But what I know, those are far away, or at least that one is far away. Yeah. I kind of want to have this one also in the team, but I just cannot find a way to fit it in. Technically, the only thing that is like not specifically something that we need for the team is the getting boss when we're healed. But it is also a backup way of getting our builds going on, right? And I feel with like how squishy everybody is, it's not a bad thing to have. Specifically as well that one of our perks give us healing. So there's always healing going around. So it wouldn't be bad to get buffs that way as well. Just we also like, you know, the 20% independence chance to do critical damage for each griffin, I think. You have an independent chance to deal damage for each griffin fighting on your side. And we have 8. So 8 times 2, 16. 160% chance of doing critical damage. That's just guaranteed crits. You know, like that's just guaranteed crits. I think we should continue. Specifically, also we need to go to the goblets. The Goblet of Trials. Get me off, oh, shower me in those fucking delicious, delicious rewards. Yeah, seems all nice. Necromancer? Ooh, nice. Unless you need to really roll this so many times to get the things you want, but this time it's like, yeah, you got it. You got it. So my question is as well... Where are the diabolic hordes? Oh, there they are. Doomguard as well. How, like, the Doomguards also look really cool. Wait. And the whites we also need for specifically a resource. It's not the most important resource, but, you know, it's not bad. Whites fused with whites. Infinite reoccurring things. Kingdom of Heretics. Yeah, change up the scenery from time to time. I feel like I'm really spamming specific realms and, you know. Oh. Was this the master? Because if it is a master, I think I'm fucked. I think I'm majorly fucked. Like, really badly fucked. Maybe not. Richard W has a class advantage against them. That's kind of big, not gonna lie. Because all my extra attacks will do hella damage. Let's kiss him. The further monarch, of course, attacks. Getting all the fucking minions here. Ultimus. I'm not expecting any harder quests, so... That was not a... master. Actually got a bed, not gonna lie. We should get RB back. The fucking zombie horde just killing the last creature is so funny to me. Blood? Ah. That's where the horde is. So I have been hinting at it, right, from time to time, but the improved tribalist team from the Griffin is the Diabolic Horde. They have a little bit better traits that synergize as well with just kind of any build, really. They have like one horde that improves intelligence, attack, defense, stuff like that. It's like really good. They also have the crits and there's something else that just made them really good. Okay. I forgot big shield guys there. That's gonna be annoying with the two whites. Huh. What an annoying setup, not gonna lie. They're really hella holding out right now. Stupid big shield guy. I think the green caped white just comes back because... Never mind. Let's go. I think that is the master. Who master that is from, I wouldn't know. Always happy to see just the creatures blowing up themselves before I even do anything. Goblin? We love goblins. Look, these guys look so cool, the guards. They're just not good. Your creatures take 1% less damage for every 1% of health they're missing. Maximum of 50% damage reduction. Your creatures no longer take additional damage from critical damage. This creature and your creature adjacent to is take 50% less damage. Now, this was really good. That one's pretty good. If you just pop him in the middle, at least with two creatures next to him, there's like 50% less damage. That's really good. Oh, nice. More knowledge from the bookshelves. We love knowledge. I wouldn't be against reaching level 10 master with guards. That'll be kind of cool. Like thinking at all the grinding you have to do for specific things you would want, right? It feels like overwhelming, but then knowing that I don't even like scratching like the surface of like how deep everything goes is like, yeah, I should not be complaining. I should not be complaining because there's just more grinding to do. Okay, master, helmet. Also just a Hasana, got it. So knights are knights. There's some Amia lore there. Amia knowledge. This creature intercepts attacks on its adjacent allies, takes 50% less damage. This creature... Oh. I can't believe I read the guy wrong. Next one. That's all. Yeah. Not as good as I thought, wasn't it? Not as good. Also get the demonic hordes. See if we can get some good spread of the traits. Have some more intelligence, 5% less damage for each horde. It's gonna be 8, so 40. We already have that though on our boys. Every creature receives a buff, they share a copy of that. More attack, more health, more defense. They are really, really strong. And it also looked really cool. They really said, like, I like the idea of a demon, but I just cannot choose if I want like the dog demon or like the cool looking demon or like monstrosity demon. And they're like, let's just do all the demons. And everybody clapped because that was the correct answer. Holy fucking shit. Richard W really got hit with every fucking debuff. Holy crap. Now let's not kill the guy that has confusion. Can I hit the dog, please? Thank you. No confusion guy, live. The confusion guy most likely gonna die. You did. But everybody died though. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do about it, huh? Exactly, nothing. More demonic hordes. Yeah, we have a horde that does buff any stat in the game. We have shares buff, we have damage reduction. What else do we have? We can see here right now. Right here, right now. The start of the card, share the maximum health of each other, and decrease person. We're not using that one. We're not doing that. But it's not the one we're choosing. Nemesis creatures all around me. But before we're gonna do the demonic horde team, we're gonna do the speed crit team. I think I'm most likely gonna start building that upstream. I feel like I got most of the stuff I need for that though. Specifically what I would need right now are the trade items that we want on it. Because, you know, like, 2/3 of the stuff that I need are creatures. Which I have. Which we've been getting every single time. There's no real looking out for that part. We have those. We've been fighting most creatures. Doom Fortress. Like the Pandemonium guys? But are they the Pandemonium guys? No. Provoking and taunting. Huh. I mean, they are walls, right? I understand the vibe. I understand the vibe. Your creatures deal 50% more damage for each Doom Fortress fighting on your side. I mean, they didn't seem too bad. Resistance to debuff, less speed, no. Good luck, no. Maybe the good luck was the extra traits. Like I fuck you up. Raven, nope. Always critical damage, less damage taken, pit warps. End of turn cast, less damage or defense, less speed, less attack damage. Bad luck, rapid fatigue. Why not? Every single time when I see like the guy on the bottom middle, the first thing I see is like just an old man. Not like a toad. Just like an old man. It was just sad. Then again, he looks cool. So he's not a sad old man, he's a cool looking old man. I was also thinking about maybe looking a bit more in the Egyptian fucking Abyss. Creature attacks afflict the target with scorned and disarmed. Instantly just not feeling it in that way. But yeah, like, they look also really cool. I also trying to build like a team just focused on health, because I just really like how the Regal Golem looks. That's kind of it. That's the whole reason why. But I haven't really figured out anything yet. There's some traits like damage is relative to your max health or your current health or something like that, so this doesn't seem too impossible to make it work. I just feel like I'm stuck in between like how much I want the health to be grown, you know, like how much more health we can get, versus like how much max health we want versus the damage output, you know. Like say they want current health, that means we want to be as full as ever, so we also want to heal. So there's already like a part of what our team could be built around, you know, is limiting, because you also need some healing, and you know, there are some traits that do good healing, or maybe we want to heal with spells, so we want some support from the spells itself. So you know, like it's already like not focused on the health part, which already looks to me that it becomes a little bit weaker. Then again, when we did the Pyromaniac stuff, right, it really worked out by just having some support around the Pyromaniac and everything else just kind of working with it. I mean, we had a whole guy was just built to get the damage, you know, a literal fucking walking tank, so maybe I'm just overthinking it because I'm thinking about the... Yes! We need a fucker. Is there another Kraken? Is the Kraken? No, Shambler. Ah, Sir Flames Bane. No. I think I should make the speeds evade critical team just to see how durable they are. I wonder how viable speed dodging is gonna be. Fuck no, bro. I feel so bad for them. Because of one of my minions just giving them a debuff every single time they attack me. Like, there's nothing they can do about that. They just can't force attack infinitely. Your Minotaurs attack one additional time for each Minotaur fighting on your side. Your creatures deal 25% less damage. Okay. I feel things like that. I mean, it makes Minotaurs better, right? Like, I kept thinking about how certain master sigils are just kind of giving tribe skills to any fucking team, which is fine, I guess. I feel like just the... if all your creatures are and then give you the buff are very limiting in scope, so to say. Because not every fucking creature of the type is good. I think like you can most likely finesse it with the cockatrices, just like I'm doing right now. But sometimes even finding like 3 good of the same race is like... sometimes like 1, bro. Oh god. The chonkers are still there. With chonkers. Chonker alert. That looks so cool. They give me kind of like Chaos Warrior vibes, right? Oh, they're so cool. They should give me an easier way to use other creatures as skins. God damn it. They're limiting my scope. I need that now. It's gonna put on red, I'm gonna get crucified. How dare they remove some grinding of my grinding game? How dare they? Oh, nice. We are still searching for the dumpling. Because he's the fucking only thing that we need from the card, and I feel that the shrine gave us the dumpling. This is like a cute thing was scurrying around. Everybody knows that a walking dumpling is cute. Yes. Yeah. 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 And I think walking food, I think of course cute that is. I want to say bad things. We just keep it at there it is. Stop giving me debuffs. It's not fair. Have you all ever thought about not doing that? Thought, maybe? He's scorned. Of course he's scorned. But you know what? Panic attack doesn't care for scorned. Come back, you. Let's go. Okay, Richard. I think we just do this. Yeah. I was like, they do run away, so we need to kill it this turn, because next turn it's its turn. Yes. Yes. The card, the prophecy, it has been foretold that on this day, on God's day, I will get the dumpling. And so, the dumpling made sure to bless my card with piety. Yeah, piety, yeah, no, yeah. No, it's piety. It is piety. Yeah, we've seen everything. There's no real reason to keep having around. We're going back because we also got a project now. More on speed, please. And then we go to this place. We're gonna turn in our card. 12 lives, baby. 42k piety. Let's go. And some nice other resources. Life Crippler. Okay. Pale Ember? It's not bad. I should have waited for my project, not gonna lie, that's stupid. Travel through realms until you encounter another boss and defeat it. That's normal shit. Break stuff, normal shit. Gather emblems. Do I have to repeat myself? Chaos creatures, do a training mission. Ooh! We're kinda lucky at that point. Oh, nice. Pandemonium shrines, complete missions, win some battles, simple enough. Raid missions. Okay. Riddles. Realm quests. We got our treasure. Okay. Gather stat materials for any source of loot. Open treasure chest. Build a goblet of trials. Summon and defeat divination candle creatures. Travel through a realm until you gather your portal to another realms into the prophecy or sorcery and what else? An arena. Okay, so the only thing that we really need to look out for is like the one other project one and arena fights. We could do that at the end though, so it'll fine. All good. You all good? I'm good. First fights are always the scariest. Because no boss, no debuffs on the enemy from the start, no stat gaining. Things have been picked up, it all is just very scary. Yo, knowledge? Yo. I feel like my character in game is kind of a dumbass, so more knowledge would do him good. Get a Kree bomb. More elves. My eyes actually opened up from that one. One of the elves has goblin vibe to them. So you don't need goblins. It's smart. Hello. Reclusa? It's already isn't. I thought it was a spider lady, but apparently it wasn't. Gambler's Hive. Okay. Do I remember that? No. Chat, I thought about it, right, and I can look it up every single time on the wiki, or I can just ball it, you know, like just free ball it. More elves, let's go. We want elves. We want their cards. Because their cards are really good for us. Actually, they're just essence. Now I think about it now, essence is very important. We've not been doing it a lot, but it helps with the crafting and putting things on the spell gems. And again, just like the artifacts, I know they're going to be a day that we need it. And that's the day we're going to unlock it, and that will run away. Maybe today as well, but I don't think so. Simply because I am so tired. It's actually insane how tired I am. So I was like kind of in a bit of an accident a few days ago. And because of that, like my body's kind of aching. It's hurting a lot. I'm living on pain medication right now. And because of that, it was very hard for me to sleep. So I kind of just gave up on sleep and went to work very early. So I can leave early. You know, that's also kind of just how work works, which is fun. I never thought in my my youngin' days before, you know, like life became real and I had to get a job, that I'll go early to job so I can go early home. Like that's into the tables. That's kind of cool. I like that. You mean if I'm like working 1 hour longer, I can just leave 1 hour earlier? That's kind of best. Or I can cash it in for extra money. That's best. That's a cool system. Not only we have a system that looks at how much you've done and is like, oh, you've done like a day's work in 3 hours? I can go. You'll be paid for the whole day. Like, yes. Finally, the hard workers will be fucking compensated for the hard work. Like, it's an insane metric, right? Like, was it like 70% of like work? 70% of the work is done by one person? Something like that? It's like so many people, and I know the feeling. Like the coworkers don't do shit because of your hard work. That everything just kind of like works out, and they can live their bum ass lives. Bums, bro. Holy shit. I can't stand that shit. Brother, just do your work. It's not that hard. If we all do our work, nobody else will work hard. But you're not doing anything, so I need to work hard. It's apparently the only person that they look at when shit doesn't go right is me. Sorry, I brought real life in places that should be happy places. I'm sorry, guys. I just get very, like, riled up for shit like that. You know? I thought it was still static encounter there. It was later I thought it. Or never was there, and I'm just seeing things, you know? Also a possibility. Good cards. I'm so happy the eye candy mode is a thing, because some of those effects are so good looking, No, just missing out. I should look once more at the planned speed team, because I think it wasn't done yet or completely finished yet. So, Pounce or original OGs. I have to say that the later hounds kind of fell off, not gonna lie. Like, your direwolves never go away. If you're a necromancer, you don't fucking care. Goats. Your direwolves are 5 additional stack. Can have 5 additional stacks. Yeah. Your direwolves deal creatures your creatures direwolves deal additional damage equal to 20% of their master's attack. That's pretty good. If you go full on direwolves, which we haven't. Your creatures deal 2% more damage for each stack of direwolves. So those are pretty good. And our OG. Sigil of the Hunt. Your hunt direwolves now deal damage based on the high stat rather than speed. Oh, it's the same thing as the trait for the zombies. That's also a really good trait when we were still doing the intelligence group, because nobody was really attacked, so the zombies were very weak until we got that trait that made it so zombies would do damage based on the high stat rather than attack specifically. Made a world of difference. Made actually a world of difference. Nether boss. Can I go to the previous one? That one's really good. The 35% health damage is nothing. I healed that back with my minions. And because I healed, I also get buffs. There's nothing. No. Bad luck, chance to resist? Nope. Less indirect damage? Nope. Less attack, less indirect damage. What? Warded? No. Strong against stuff, copy of your spell gems? Hell no. Debuff fear? Nope. Heal every turn, copy of your spell gems. The copy of my spell gems is kind of fucked. Chance resist damage, strong against no dodge chance, no additional attacks like cast. Ah, damn. Sensor swapped. What? Why would I want that? Strong as life, more spell slots. That sounds good. What do the hidden doors? Extra intelligence, first extra spell slots. Enemies belong to the same race. Fine. Maybe, just maybe, if we get the cockatrice that we need, then the other cockatrice is gonna be there. So we're gonna get so many fucking, like, knowledge points for those cockatrices. So I can finally get their fucking trade item. Make it only help. All the buffs. And then one attack from Richard W, and it is done. You know, like in anime when the sword master just does like a slice and he's at multiple positions at the same time. That's what Richard W does, but then with fucking a minigun that he's holding on. You just go. He's just teleporting around. Absolute best. That's my goat. My hero. That's why he's the goat. The goat. I'm gonna miss the Griffin team, bro. I also love the thumbnail that I made for the Griffin team arc on YouTube. Like every time that we switch up the team, we're gonna have a new thumbnail. I like the first one as well, but it was a bit too much. Not popping out colors, kind of weird. I like the vibe where I went for, but my execution was not that good. But the Griffin one, I think, is really good. Kind of proud of that one. So I was thinking, right? Because like the goals for the first pause in this playthrough has been kind of set. Oh, Smiley, he's happy. Hi. I was wondering if rather than doing a pause, we just half the stream. So we go from 2 to 1. One stream is going to be Siralim Ultimate, and one thing is going to be... I don't know yet. I had an idea of what I want to do in a game, but now I've been going so deep in the game myself that I don't want to either redo it, which is bad, or like start in the middle of a save. That's just horrible for like a single player game. So we're not doing that. I thought the next one I was going to do was a spell Sigil of the Doomguard. Oh, it was the Master. Your Doomguards have 20% chance to avoid damage, or 50% if they are defending or provoking. That is really good. Toran is the Cutthroat Jungle. Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna do a challenge run to get a specific achievement in Total War Warhammer 3. The problem of that was, when I looked once at the game, I saw there was an update. So here is my history with Warhammer. I played so much Warhammer. Total War Warhammer 2 is actually insane. I think I reached like 4,000 or 5,000 hours in the game, which is really, you know, it's normal. It's a normal amount, of course. But then when 3 came out, I was like so stoked to play that, and a lot of things in 3 I did not like, and they just changed things up, which I wouldn't understand why you would change that, like making every UI red for some reason. But then they kind of like, so my biggest problem first was I played the game and then my computer just completely black screened. Not blue screened, black screened. It went just completely off and then restarted again, which was like interesting. That hasn't happened a lot of times in my life, and this was one of them, and I never want to happen again, right? So I stopped playing the game, but I was kind of like preparing once to start playing the game again. And then the whole CA and other problems happened, and stuff that, you know, changed up like how Creative Assembly really run the game, which was Hyena's just kind of like completely failing. I mean, failing is a big word, right? Like, you have to release to fill. This game just got, like, 1 week before it released, just cut. And it took so much of their money, they cannot, like, have their other titles fill. So they kind of, like, listened in very limited ways to the community. And one of the things that a lot of community members were speaking out about was the fact that the only real updates that we got for the game was, for DLC seasons, you know, like every few months we get a DLC, pay DLC of course, and then we get the fixes, you know, to problems, and then they dip again for 3 months until the next point. And sometimes there were like game-breaking fucking bugs in the game that either the community had to fix or you just have to kind of live with, right? I know like there was a whole like update cycle where the Skaven's auto resolve was just broken. You just never auto resolve as a Skaven. No matter what kind of like units you have, you will just always fail. So, you know, so people were complaining about it, and then they came and was like, we're listening and we're gonna make sure that that's not gonna happen again. So now we're just gonna update every few weeks. The most useless updates ever. Like a horse is clipping through something, oh, we're updating that. And, you know, the biggest problem with that is that the lifeline of most Total War games is their modding scene. And if you keep updating stuff, eventually mod's gonna break. And there is no fucking free working modder that's gonna get up to date with all the fucking like updates that CA would like drop. So yeah, a lot of mods have been just abandoned because the abundance of updates that were just mostly useless. God fucking damn it. And it was just very sad because like when I tried to play the game and set up my mod pack, I didn't have the time directly to play the game, and by the time that I came back, most of the mods that I wanted to play with were outdated. And as well, like by the time I set up the achievement run with mods, because it's going to be modded for sure, making it actually more harder than easier, but also more diverse. And it has come to updates. Like, what are we talking about here? So minute things as well. Like, the outrage came from like absolute just game-breaking bugs, and that's what people want to see. And I like maybe in between patch, so those things could be like fixed. Not every few weeks a new update. It doesn't really fix anything, but breaks most of the mods, or like a lot of the mods. Not most, but a lot. Like, it's horrible. I just don't get it. So yeah, Warhammer Total War Warhammer 3 was already kind of a winning game, and after that, like, most of the people that played modded kind of gave up. Who's the Joker now? What does Furnace do for us? I mean, Funnel. I mean, Furnace. It is a Furnace. This creature has access to all boost spells. I didn't know they were fused with the devils. That's actually horrible. I mean, kill him for sure. I don't know how good the boost spells are, but I don't even think you can cast them normally. That means that they have to be very good. Apocalypse, I said. I think he has to be the easiest nether boss we've fought until now. Well, we just kind of died. But yeah, achievement getting in Warhammer 3, specifically the achievement for playing as Norska and completing a campaign. The game says the game says additional time, but they gain 50% later advance. So bad. Because the next DLC is gonna update how Norska works, because they're at this point the least played faction, which is understandable because they're not that good. Damn. That was pretty good. Damn. Do we have face hunters? Not face. Let's do this guy. But I want to get the achievement before they change how Norska plays, simply so I have bragging rights. Kind of it. I think it's funny. The like least interesting faction complete the fucking campaign with it, and I'll be like, I got that when it was not even good. I did that for the orcs as well. That was really fun. I tried to do it with the Warriors of Chaos, but I was too late with that one, sadly enough. I don't know, I feel like it's just putting down some, like, history, right? Because, yeah, I really like Norska as a faction. Like, the idea of them, like, not being really Chaos yet, but still, like, having that worship of Chaos is really interesting to me. Just sad that they are not that good. The thing is, right, like, I feel like not that good is not the correct way of seeing it. It's not that they're not good, it's that they're very annoying to play with the current playstyle, and that's why most people will not play with them. Like, the most annoying part from them is that all of their settlements do not have walls, meaning that any army can walk into your fucking settlement and just instantly start attacking it, meaning that defensive sieges are not really a thing, and you cannot hold people at points. I mean, they can just kind of like, if they have enough people or annoying people in your fucking like land, they can just kind of like be very annoying in ways that like normally they wouldn't be able to do. Yeah, when I'm playing, it's really... I wish that the mod that made it so that they just have walls was up to date, but it's not anymore. I have a good feeling that it's not up to date anymore because of that stupid updates schedule CEA now has for Warhammer 3. Like, we lost some very good mods because of it. And again, I am all for them updating the game more often. But the rate they're going on now for the most, like, benign shit is just ludicrous. If a creature take damage from a spell that deal damage to a random... They deal damage to a random enemy equal to 25% of their... Okay. Yeah, with how much I am complaining about it, though, you'll be seeing Warhammer content, Total War Warhammer content on the channel, for sure. The live stream and the VOD channel, of course. I feel for me specifically, the dedication to complete certain playthroughs is just not there. Especially in like late game or middle to late game, immediate Warhammer, Total War Warhammer is just super like dragging on, so to say. Like most of the fights you don't even fight anymore, all auto resolve, and at that point it's like you're just like taking over settlements for taking over settlement's sake. But most of the time that is your winning condition, right? Your victory condition. You need to take over X amount of settlements most of the time. But it just feels so boring. But you know, with the stream in my background, pushing me forward towards the path of victory, I most likely will just be able to do it. So yeah. Same with another achievement that I want to get in a game that I really like but never are able to complete. But like, one thing that all these games have, and this is like, you know, a recurring thing. Oh god, fuck it up. Is he stirring them? No. They have so many divas. It's kind of insane. But yeah, one thing that all those games have in common is that they are balls fucking long. And when I put this game on, I knew it was going to be long, but like this long, I didn't know. I don't know how long it takes for a modded playthrough of Warhammer, Total War Warhammer 3, how long that will take. I don't think it's gonna be too long. Then again, like the mods that I add doesn't make the game easier for myself, it just makes it harder. So I should most likely think about that time increase. I don't know if that is a good thing or a bad thing that takes longer. You'll think it would, not right? You know, as I was speaking about the fact that like the late game kind of drags on, but the increasing of language also increases like the base game or the early game, which is really fun. So I'll have more of the things I like, but I also have more of the things that I don't like. So in the end, it's just a net positive. I can't believe that they are fucking doing my thing. Get the spelled idiot. Easy. Ah. Stupid ass, bro. Oh, Pandemonium Shrine, doesn't it? Nothing happened. Okay, horrible. Pain. I know the rare thing that barely spawns on your fucking maps yet did nothing. Thanks, game. That's my favorite. So yeah. Here's the thing though, right? Like, there's no like option of not playing Total War Warhammer 3 modded. That's not how it goes. It's just like, it's just a curiosity of mine. I think base game is super fucking boring. It's fun the first few times you do it, but like never more than once ever. I'll be playing with my favorite total conversion mod that I need at every fucking playthrough that I'm doing. Gargoyles. Okay, 30% discount, please, live. The supplier, live. Here's your W, live. I need you. I need you more than ever, bro. Why are we not resurrecting, bro? We're talking about. There's 5 different fucking minions. It's a 50-50. And we've been like missing it like a motherfucker. 1 and then 1 and then 1. So much just happened. Okay. I don't know why all that happened, but it did happen. And in the end, it worked out. What are you? Whip tail finger. If the enemy dodges an attack, they take equal to 3% to current health. Okay. That's fine. I was also thinking, right, like if I had the mod of, you know, adding walls to the Norscan settlements, if people like complain about that, you know, because it's not the correct way of playing the faction, but it's also like the reason why nobody plays the faction, so I don't think anybody would really mind it that much. I mean, yes, it loses some of the uniqueness, but if the uniqueness makes it so that you'd never want to play the fucking faction, that's a liability. There's not a unique trait, there's just a fucking liability. Death? Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Oh. In the end, didn't give us anything. Did I thought I skipped some things, but apparently I didn't. So we will continue to the next realm. First things first, though, I need my liquid courage. The 2025 edition, which is my kind of energy drink. I didn't look at the extra attack, less intelligence, strong against death, extra speed. Okay, and the mighty net are bad. They're actually bad. I wonder if it's just normal for creatures to explode at this level. Or if my team is really just that fucking weak. Not weak, but fragile. Glass cannon. Glass cannon. Oh, huh? Oh, God. Damn, he ran. This one didn't. I'm sorry, bros. It's the developer's fault. They made you way too appealing to kill. That's not my fault. It's really not, friends. It's really not. Please. Rest well. We're just kind of like imploding, bro. I feel like I wanted to at least have the Griffin Team for 10 episodes, but it's kind of like already showing their weakness. That's so sad. I feel like tomorrow I don't have a lot to do, so I'll most likely focus on getting the speed team ready and see what they will do. I don't like switching up to the speed team, but I want to see if they're as fragile or as fragile as they are right now. I want to see the the demonic hordes. Did I pass them? Sun Tower. Clockwork Cherry. Oh, we have not reached them yet. Got it. There they are. So we have health, speed. Receive above, everybody gets it. Intelligence, one more charge. Start of maximum health, share the health. We don't want that. Observer, everybody takes less damage. Your horde trait, act as if your party contains 3 more diabolic hordes. That works with the cockatrice, right? So they will have 5 more hordes at their side. You know, so in total we will have 11. So we will have 110% more health, speed, attack, or intelligence. I don't know which way I'm going yet. That's a lot. Also 11. 5% less damage for each. I think damage reduction is capped at 90% or 80%. That's at 80 or 90% damage reduction. Like, they are way more tanky than the Griffins will be. Also are the defense and the attack. So yeah. Because of this guy, it kind of blows out the Griffin team. It is sad, but it is what it is, right? Like I said, I want to keep using the Griffin team as long as they are viable and they go through the realms correctly, but we are already struggling. It might also be that the Necromancer specialization just doesn't really mix that well with the Griffin team. And again, I feel like we are a jack of all trades kind of specialization. Like, we have healing, we have support, we have damage, we have defense, we have it all, right? Breath of Life. Second turn. Okay, now second turn. What went wrong there with the helm? The helm. Oh, pedal mode. It summons a powerful adversary to attack your creatures. Ooh. I'm so sad that we cannot have the Pandemoniums as a creature. The creature defends, provokes, it casts Chaos Rift. Sounds scary, but also cool. I'm not gonna lie, when they first introduced Nemesis creatures, I had kind of like the idea that they're gonna be a bit more of a challenging thing, but they're just kind of fine. Sometimes they almost kill us, but not in a way that seems that impossible to win. So they're fine. I want to be like, oh, I wish it was like a stronger enemy, but like I know that I know what it means in this game, and I don't want that. So I'm happy with how they are right now. They are challenging, but not the uber bosses that I thought they were gonna be. Like the ones where you had to take all the fucking buffs, and that's kind of the only way they can really defeat them if you don't have the most optimized team. But that's not how it works. So I'm happy about that. Apparently, even though I thought that the Griffin team was really cool, I'm not that good at team building. Doomguard Master. All the chonkers together. We love the chonkers. Okay, anybody? They all are. I know in the end it didn't really matter who I'm going to attack because we have interceptors, so. Does somebody. Can I do this one? Okay, interceptors are almost dead. They should be. Interceptors are dead, as they should be. Somehow we're still attacking. Let's kill this guy. And then let's attack that guy. And we got it. Hostile Nita. Bro, we saw your cousins a second ago. I'm sorry they didn't make it, bro. I'm sorry to tell you. They became resources for us. I know, it's hard to hear, but sometimes, you know, you have to do it to them. You have to do it to them. There's nothing funnier than using Searing Flames on an enemy that only had debuffs. Brother, we fixed them. Why you be like that? I think we can most likely remove Searing Flames, though, because of the fact that we have Greater Dispel. I like the idea of that as well, simply because of the fact when they cast Searing Flames on us, we also lose our... What? Oh, okay. We also lose our minions, and I feel like Greater Dispel doesn't do that. It's kind of weird to think that we have to have it in our mind that the spells that we want on our creatures shouldn't be to be a, like, you know, the countering to our own team. That's not what I want to do. That's not what I want to do. Sometimes my fat fingers just clicks on things that shouldn't be clicking on. Kill him. Thank you. In the game. In Minecraft. I'm not a big fan of the guy. More knights. More knights. I'll be so mad if they were not that cool. Rich W was like, I got this, boss. I will live this time. And then he got killed a second time, and he couldn't have it. It's like, no, 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 no. The game heard me when I was like complaining about the fact that I wanted for us to actually hit the 50-50s. And they were like, you got your one, that's the best I can do for you, bro. Like, thanks, man. The one really mattered. Smile. Expecting a bigger area here. It is what it is. Instantly against the horde. Very daring. I have to say that the can helped, but it didn't really remove any of my tiredness. I'm really hanging on by a thread. You know what? It's also kind of messing me up right now, Chet. I'm not wearing my glasses. My blue light glasses. I don't think it will help me wake up, but it will help me not like squint as much, so I don't have the feeling of like I'm falling asleep. But the new brownie looks just so cool. Like, so cool looking. Like, the first brownies were kind of like adorable, small thingies, and now they're like horrific, terrifying, like Irish culture fucking like shit. Like, I love it. Like that crazy Great Britain kind of like creatures. I love it. Maybe not attack the green fart because he's super powered up. Imagine like coming to life, you know, in this beautiful, beautiful world. I'm shaking my head there, right? Yeah, I'm shaking my head. We come to life and you just are a face against a fucking emblem with floating hands. Like, yeah? Like, really, God? That's what I want? That's what you did to me? I don't even have organs. I cannot taste anything. I cannot eat anything. What is this? This is horrible. This is pain. This is torture. The bards also have it kind of bad. When I say the bard, I think like some kind of like big hat, fat hat, like, you know, alien that just keeps like looking downwards. So you can see the top of his head. That's how I like view the bards. They're all just looking down because they're shamed for being a bard, as they should be, right? So we see like the top of their fat alien head. Okay, the fact that I barely did any damage against them is terrifying to me right now. I mean, green is kind of surviving, anything else dying from this chip damage. As they should, and then green died. Less hordes. All at the start of battle, your creatures' races are changed to Diabolic Horde. That would mean we would not need the cockatrice their trait to make the last 3 creatures part of the horde. How does it change anything though? We do want the speed, health, defense, and damaging stat, meaning that there's already 4 traits. We want the traits that says that we want to have more hordes. you know, that's already 5 trades. If we get a 6th trade, we can kind of put that into 2 creatures, meaning we'll have 4 creatures as wiggle room. So in all honesty, when I looked at the fucking ways that we could build it, you know, because we both have the attack or intelligence, I think attack is just more viable simply because we're just gonna do what we did with the Griffins. Because they also have the buff sharing. Oh, there's the other trade that we need. There's either 5 or 6, but it's still in 2 creatures worth of trades, right? Oedipus? Oops. Got a sword guy, right? Or woman, I have actually no idea. The sword god. But it has 5-6 trades, so we can put it in 2 creatures. We'll just kind of do the I attack, you attack. Wait, did they have that? Wait a second. They didn't have the if one of the hordes attack, then all the hordes attack, like the Griffins have. Okay. I can see the difference in it's a small difference, but it's a important difference. If they don't have that, the kind of Griffin strat that we crafted up doesn't really work with the hordes. Every time you attack, you get a buff, but we're not automatically attacking anymore. At least not as often as before. Because Richard W attack. Oh, which is planning to burn, and the enemies take 50% more from the sleep buff. But yeah, like every time that one of the Griffins attack, which all of them are, of course, Richard W also attack. But when Richard W attacks, he also does a 30% AoE blast against everybody. But then the Pegasus says every time that one of your creatures attacks, this creature attacks 2 random enemies, or at least gives 2 random debuffs. The SAD debuffs gives us 2 buffs. And then another guy says every time that a Griffin gets a buff, the other Griffins that don't have the buff get the buff. So 2 buffs on one creature means 2 buffs on every creature. Yeah, that changes up the way that we might do it, right? Here's the thing, I see still no real reason why we couldn't have a light version of it, right? Rather than having one person keep attacking, we have the Pegasus still there. So every time after our guys ends the turn ends, the Pegasus would attack, giving 2 buffs. That 2 buffs get spread around everybody. And when it gets spread around everybody, according to the theme, everybody gets stats. Their attack and intelligence goes up. So what do we want? But yeah, we can put this in 2 creatures, really. Maybe you can have 4 creatures that are not part of the hordes that we can then use to buff the hordes. I mean, buff the team, everybody's horde. We're all hordes here, Chad. What is the last enemies, roaming enemies? Keep your head high. Experiment has been completed. Not bad, not bad. No J's though. Never mind. I'm looking at a chat. I'm so blind right now. Oh my god. Foraging. Ooh. But one of them was a raid, while the other one will go back to... I want to say... forage. Chad, what if we just do a Cataclysm full team? Pause. Everybody's a Cataclysm. So everybody's a 10% chance at the end of every turn to just like start popping off, you know? Like just absolutely just saying against the universe, we're just gonna destroy you. But, you know, it also just doesn't happen. You know? And that's the beauty of it. That's really funny. Shut up, think about it. We even have like the ultimate Cataclysm, right? The Cataclysm that casts a spell that has a chance to keep casting every Cataclysm spell infinitely. That is also really funny. I'm starting like liking the idea. So we'll have 6 Cataclysms. I think I have fought against the Cataclysm boss or master. Sigil of what they called again. They called Cataclysm, right? So we don't have the sigil. That's sad. That's sad. So we go to Bestiary here and we go to Cataclysms. Cataclysms. For the Almighty, which summons the ultimate spell, right? Grand Explosion, Ice Core Rain, Mega Tsunami, Cloud of Anguish, EF5 Twister, Raiden, and Richter 10. Also Magma Shower. Forgot about that one. At the end of each creature's turn, this creature has a 10% chance to cast Grand Explosion. So what do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We can put every Cataclysm on 3 creatures, and then have half the team still to work with. And we'll have the Raven that boosts everybody's intelligence because, you know, they're still casting the spell, so that means that their intelligence is used for the damage. Then we have... there it gets a little bit... hazy. I just have to assume that the Master Sigil has something to do with the chance or how often can cast, so we'll need a slot open for Sad Cataclysm Master. You have to really see if that's actually possible. Because I feel like, no, I don't have to say that Cataclysms feel like a static encounter, but they're not. Kind of convinced about that. So it would be... Oh no, the knights. Oh, Cataclysm team sounds so funny though. It has to be garbage, right? You know what I mean? But as if the spells that they cast are really strong. So it would be bad, so to say, right? And they're also just free. Maybe they have that kind of like side to it, right? Like the idea behind it. Like, yeah, it might be weak, but it's also free. I can kind of buff it, right, with the intelligence up, so how weak would it be? I'm pondering if I should have the, you know, free of the creatures being pure cataclysms and everything else just being non-cataclysms, but that wouldn't really work. I need to see what the sigil does, though. If it requires to have only cataclysms. Because then we can just kind of spread things around. Ravens for extra intelligence. I have to ponder a bit about that. It seems doable to me. But it could also just be majorly wrong. Never forget the chances that I can fuck up. I feel like a spread is good simply because the sigil has a very high chance of requiring to be mono creature, as in we only have one type of creature, which also can be seen as fucking racist. Fucking racist, mate. No. Have a dominant race, which is kind of annoying, but rather than build around the fact that everybody needs to be cataclysm can be kind of annoying, but you know. Aspects of Merrick's. What? Invisible? Hell no. Copy your spell gem? Hell fucking no. 1% more defense, extra health, strong against natures, the clutchers. It's cool. I most likely will keep this short after this fight. I most likely will go away. I'm kind of losing it. More damage dealt, more damage taken. This is horrible. It's just a 100%, 170% damage increase from our side, at least to our side. We were already fragile. I feel like the sigil for the cataclysms can be very funny or very just tame. It can be like, if all your creatures are cataclysms, their spells have a chance to additionally cast, which is actually really good. But they have 10% chance extra to cast, also kind of okay. Or it can be like, for every cataclysm, 10% more damage. And then it becomes tribalist. Like, I can work with that. I can do that. Believe in me. Believe in me that believes in me, you know? How do youngins say that these days? Give me my buffs. Is that a new guy or is it somebody that we already have seen? When I see the first flame column, I always think that they're using certain flames on us, and I'm like, yeah, there goes everything that we worked so hard for. We worked so hard to get everything. I mean, we get from the start. What are you doing, my guy? He's a random spell gem guy. I thought it was like one of the most useless things I've ever seen in my life. Are they all invisible? Crazy. And you're silenced. I hate them so much. Provoke. I just love the loop of at the end of your creature's turn, I attack and give 2 buffs. Then they attack and they get the buffs. But then, like, Richard W is like, yo, did a Griffin just fucking attack? Real shit. And they just join in back. And then also AoE bless everybody. Just gives me so much joy. And when we go Diabolic Horde, we will not have it anymore. Hell, the Osfera team doesn't have it anymore. Which is sad, but it also is just, you know. The updates to the team. This will take a while, as we literally gonna give every fucking buff to our team. But now a new team has entered the fray, you know? A new challenger has appeared. The Cataclysm team. Chad, I think I've said it before, but I go for the stupid team ideas before I will make anything really viable, you know? Do I think that the Cataclysm team is viable? No. Am I still gonna make it? Yes. Yes, I will. Like a man that went on a bizarre adventure once said, yes, I am. I love this song so much. I should look what the sigil is for the Cataclysm. See if it's worthy to keep a space open for it. Or I'm just being a little bitch about it. I should just instantly... Okay. I was like hoping one of them would be like a refugee being like, "Oh, you want me to enter your kingdom? Hell yeah, brother. I'm there for dinner." I'm like, yes. Yes. But it seems that they're all knights, chat. They're all knights. There's just nothing we can do about it than making sure that they get absolutely just demolished by our team. If everybody provokes, nobody provokes. Thoughts? Somebody? We be getting anything more, please? I want at least 5 more buffs and double my health. And guaranteed that the aspect we're gonna fight right now is gonna be nice, you know, he's gonna be kind. And he's not gonna fuck us up. That's what we hope and pray for, you know? We have enough devotion that, like, it doesn't, you know, seem weird for us to do that. I mean, I'm acting too much like I'm in this world right now. I'm in the game world. There are gods. I literally talk to them every day. The White Master. One of our most important guys instantly dead. Let's just spit on him, I guess. Stop attacking him, coward. You just came back from the dead. You should understand that. This is your whole gimmick, bro. You're just coming back from the dead. The snowstorm cast on this weapon is so cool. Stop resing. Don't do that. Oh my god. What the fuck? Oh my god. I forgot the guy that came back has a chance to resurrect the whole team for X amount of... Oh no. That was horrible. Fucking whites. Here I am just fighting a boss fight before the actual boss. I just noticed that fucking Home Depot and Inferno Monarch are dead. Stop pressing. The moment I'm like, you know what, I should actually start dressing them. I choose the fucking guy that can do spells. RB, no, RB, you have better things to do in your life right now. Like bringing Infernal Monarch back. Stop pressing, cheater. You fucking filthy heart. Stop resing! Or we bring back 30% this guy. Homeboy's back from the dead. Still didn't cut his this guy. Okay, guy, I get it. You come back. What do you fucking do, bro? You're just kind of fucking cheating right now. You're pissing me off. Brother, just stay dead. It's not that deep. It's really not that deep. Maybe this helps. Hear my fucking words being like, shot is gonna be the last one, you know, even I have to dip earlier. 20 minutes later because one stupid whitey boy doesn't want to fucking die. Like, brother, come on. It's not that deep. And you should be deep. 300 feet down, bro. Come on. It's crazy. Y'all really y'all let me do that? Really? Y'all let me just do that? Y'all let him do that? That's the actual question. Why is he allowed to do that? There's a cap on like how many times you can do an attack in a turn, but not how many times you can resurrect in one fight. That's kind of, you know, that's kind of oversight if you ask me. That's the toad. That's not the toad, it's the druids, right? Aspects, yes. If this creature dodges, it attacks the... Okay. The creatures always have agile in addition to the stat also independent. Okay, so they dodge, we die? We should kill this guy first. I almost want to say something first, super chat, but I will not do it. Didn't we go overtime in this one and just have fatigue do it because they had not only a like insane amount of health but also just so much dodge that it didn't really matter. Got bombed, idiot, loser, fucker. Okay, minion spam from Home Depot. The goat. We have reached Apocalypse. Of course, they all dodged. Hard to see my heart to do 50k damage against a creature and they just kind of like shrug it off. Homeboy looks me in the eye and says my teenage angst was worse. And then I just have to back off because it's, you know, his auto farming is way too strong. Is it my turn yet? Is it my turn? It is my turn. Attack that guy. You know, that's just how your turn should be, bro. Like, can I attack something? I can attack something. Attack it. Okay, that's it, bro. That's how you should be doing this. But now you're like healing and buffing and giving shit, and it's like, come on, bro. It ain't that deep. I know that you're like on floor, whatever, but I defeated demon gods. I defeated God itself, you know? Like, I should not be around all y'all peasants here right now. Like, y'all should be doing better. You know, better than what the fuck you're doing right now, because, you know, that's kind of embarrassment, I gotta lie. Like, a group of, like, ragtag creatures are, like, beating you, bro. Like, that's kind of fucked up. And that red fucking guy just fucking die? This is kind of bullshit. I need to go to the toilet. Yo, one of them dies? It's possible? 30% discount. You have the funniest thing you can do right now. I don't know why my turns are getting skipped, but they're getting skipped. At least they're doing something. Go to supply. Come on, bro. Of course you missed. Of course you missed. I'm happy that the scatter blast from scatter shot doesn't count as retaliation damage. Shoots the fucking the buckshot. Pellets everywhere. Hit somebody's fucking house. It's like, there he is, officer. You broke into my house. Look at this fucking... There's a bullet. I like the idea that the apocalypse can miss. Like, just think about that like reality, bro. The end of the world, and we just kind of like iframe that as like, yeah, we don't care. So you just kind of have to give up, you know, because everybody knows that the most important thing to like a world-ending fucking disaster is that they really like their clout. Like, they live for that shit. I somehow didn't use the charge, and I'm all okay for it. Double cast, let's go. Fucking finally. More damage. Fatigue. Because I keep healing each other, so I'm doing barely any damage. Stop dodging, idiot. Vicious, come back. I felt like how the trade was written, it just meant if somebody turn starts, okay, that's where it doesn't matter if it has set up. They even chose a different target. It's horrible. Please? Somebody? Please? Somebody? Help. The game is a hostage. It really told me that I'm a little bitch and I should be doing this more often. I don't know. This is horrible. I wish I could see at least their health bars. Like, Homeboy has 1.2 million health. Like, I kind of need to see these healths. Especially for boss fights, so I, you know, have an idea of what I'm doing is correct or not correct, you know, like... It would be nice if I get some feedback on that stuff. Otherwise, more or less just a guessing game, which, you know, some people really like. I don't really particular. Openness. A second creature died? That is horrible. I should have removed Searing Flames from the fucking creatures. They have such good debuffs as well. We're gonna drop the 2004 cartoon kind of ending mid of the fight. What's gonna happen next week? I will never know. Tee. Why are they frozen? Oh, that's why their turns getting skipped. Home Depot is all you, bro. Be unfrozen. Homeboy was not unfrozen. Okay, 30% discount is your fucking time to shine. Richard W, please. He's enjoying apparently all my sports skills. Okay. More apocalypse with more healing, which means more fucking buffs. More buffs means more stats. More stats means more damage. Oh, finally. Panic attack. Homeboy dodged. Homeboy dodged. The boss fucking died. I didn't even know it's possible, bro. Oh my god. This fight. Are we frozen again? We fucking are. I like the idea of like Home Depot, you know, as a stupid cockatrice just kind of like falls over, falls and is like, you forgot this. He gives us our minions like, yes, thank you, thank you. Another one went down? You mean I can finish this fight before tomorrow morning? It's 11 now, chat, or 10 now. You can just attack, good sir. Whoa. The ginger died? Gonna see Venus had ass. I'm gonna fucking settle my team. It's like everything is not going according to cake. Okay. I'm gonna pull out of the strongest bullshit spot I have in my life. I just bless you with it. Victory, chat. That was painful, bro. What the fuck? What the fuck, chat? This pain. The shit was pain, chat. The Goblet of Trials is full. We'll enjoy that next time. That will do it now, fuck it. Also, that's Heart Ripper. What an amazing amount of stuff, chat. I love that. That's good shit. Yeah, reroll. And we reroll. Necromancer, let's go, chat. Well, I thank everybody for staying with me, even as my delirium was hitting max stacks at the last point. But I hope that everybody will have a good day, good night. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoy my ramblings about anything and nothing, as we're playing one of the better or like one of the best indie creature collectors in the game, or in the industry, Siralim.